Hello, friends. Welcome back. Um, so this is the curiosity corner. I decided to create a sort of video every 2 or 3 weeks where I talk about where I share infos about our beloved handpans, where I talk about how to um, use our sound sculptor. Uh, in this case, I received a lot of questions from you, but there are some that are most important. And in this case, I would like to talk about how to take care of our instruments. Uh, so we can separate the video in two sections that are how can I clean it and how can I preserve the instrument. Okay, so all depends from which material the maker used to create the instrument and where I play it. So at the beach, in the garden, at home, uh, in a place where there is a lot of humidity. My hands are always wet, so I get corrosion, oxidation on the instrument. Okay, there are a lot of ways that we have to understand. So, first of all, I want to talk about cleaning. So, how can we clean the instrument, all the instrument, without problems? So, the nitrided steel instrument, the stainless steel instrument, the raw steel instrument. Okay, so the first important thing is the alcohol. So here I have a 90 degrees alcohol that I think we can find everywhere. Uh, I I put it inside here so I can spray on the instrument, and this product you can use on every instrument without any problem because I tried it for 7 years on every instrument, also from other makers that I have. So just to let you see, we can take our instrument, we can spray some alcohol, then we take a piece of paper, a towel. Okay, in this case is paper, but we can use also cotton or something like cotton. But if we use cotton, it's better to change it sometimes because if we don't change, we get back um, uh, the bad part that we removed before. Okay, so my advice is usually to use the paper towel. Okay, we clean it and we have a clean surface of the instrument. Uh, the alcohol never gives problem because uh, I can clean for a few seconds and then the alcohol vaporized. Okay, so we never have problems with the alcohol, and this is the first step to clean the instrument. But if we want to preserve it, usually we can use something like an oil product. Okay, but before using the oil product, I would like to let you understand what happened to the surface. Uh, this is steel. Okay, we put oil and we have completely separate the surface of the instruments from the oxygen, from the humidity, from our hands touch. Okay, in this case we are safe from the oxidation, but you know mm, sometimes on our instruments the makers um, make a sort of treatment. This treatment, for example, the nitriding or the post-oxidation, create a layer on the instrument, then that works like a spongy. Okay, so in this case, we've seen in the last years that if we put a very strong oil, it goes inside the surface, the second layer, the one that we got with the treatment, with the heat treatment, and the instrument stop talking, stop singing, stop vibrating. Okay, because the oil completely change the resonance, the instrument, the touch, and in some very bad case, it completely stops the resonation, the vibration of the instrument. So, about the fourth step, how to clean, we can use alcohol 90 degrees, we never have problem, and this is what you have to do to clean your instrument. On the second way, to preserve the instrument, we can use oil, but we should ask to our makers that made your instrument if you can use oil, which kind of oil you can use, and how to use it, because you could put just a little bit of oil and move, or just a lot of oil. So ask to your makers. Okay. In my case, in the last period, I tried a lot of oil products that I never felt so good with, but in this last period I'm using the Phoenix oil. I'm feeling good with this. I can talk about this because it's the only one that I feel, because is truly light, is not strong, so it's truly light, and it doesn't give problems to the touch, to the timbre, to the sound. So this is just that what I want to let you feel, that the oil has to be as light as possible, as much light as possible, to don't change the sound of the instrument. Okay. My advice could be clean every day, or every time you play, not every day, every time you play, clean with the alcohol after playing, because we can have humidity, our hands, oxygen that let the oxidation start on the surface of the instrument. If you clean, would be 99% protected, or maybe 90. If you want to preserve a lot, you can use some oil product, as much light as possible. Okay, and like in this case, the Phoenix. But if you don't want to use the oil product, which is the problem, that the aesthetic of the instrument can change, because if you use the steel, the nitride steel, the stainless steel, the surface will change in the color. We can get some mark, we can get some very deep oxidation. But I want to let you understand that the quality of the sound never change. So if we have an instrument that is completely brown from the oxidation, it will continue sing and vibrate like the first day we bought it. Okay, so the oxidation is not a sound quality problem, just an aesthetic problem. So for example, in my experience, I don't like too much the oil, because the touch of the oil, sometimes I don't feel so good with the touch of the oil. So I prefer to keep dry my instrument, and I got some marks of oxidation all around that I can clean a little bit, but sometimes I cannot remove anymore. So this is your decision. So you can put some oil on the instrument and keep it new as the first day that you bought it, or don't use it, and you can get some marks, some small oxidation parts, but you can clean, by the way, with the alcohol. Okay, so in this video I just would like to let you understand that if we get some oxidation, the sound quality will be the same, so no problems at all at the sound quality. If we want to clean because we go to play at the beach, we go to play in the garden, and there's a lot of humidity, my hands are super acid, so I got the oxidation just in 24 hours. Okay, in this case, you can clean with the alcohol. That is the best way without any problems on any material. Okay, if we want to try to preserve a little bit more the aesthetic of the instrument, use oil products, as much light as possible, but before everything, ask to your maker and say, hey, can I use this kind of product on my instrument, or they will let you know this. Okay. um, so there are some other products that I really don't know. There is some a sort of wax, for example, but I've never used, so I cannot talk about this. At the moment, I prefer to talk just about the oil that I use, that I know what I can talk about, and the alcohol that I use since 7 years, and I always felt very good. Um, I really hope that this video helped a little bit to understand how to clean your instrument. That every time depend from you, from the place where you play, from your hands, and also from the material of your own instruments. Okay. In the next videos, I will talk about arguments like this one that are very important. For example, I would like to talk about the scales, how to choose your scale. That is maybe the most difficult question that we can talk about. But I have some small tips, some small secrets that will help you how to choose the right scales. Um, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to share, it's a pleasure. If you have ideas, infos, details that you want to share with us, write in the comments on the videos. And see you again, I think, in 1-2 weeks to talk of a new curiosity about our beloved instruments. Have a nice day and nice music. Bye bye.